inside the 20. Here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On play action, here's Tua. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bradley Chubb.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to throw, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On second down, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Gain on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be on to the races.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
40-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of...
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here now, Roberts. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Westbrook now on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's got Burton here. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50.
On the handoff, Connor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 43-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Gain of 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rolling to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
J.D. McKissick, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Eagles 21, Giants nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
56. Double. That's the way. Mike 56.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Tua sets up to pass it. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the rout is on. It's 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
At their own.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down now, it's Cannon. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, here's Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. On the screen, this is Cannon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st and 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
He's brought down at the
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Connor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, a run with Cannon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They run it again with Kamara. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Alvin Kamara. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. They can't hang with us.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
There's a quick shot to his tight end. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And 9 at the 40-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
47-yard.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's gone. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10.
Eagles 31. Giants 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
2nd and 11. This quick pass complete to Sutton. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt, give them just 1 yard on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
27 yards.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st and 10 is Conner. Oh, Conner loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. 2nd and short now following the fumble. From the gun, here's Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And 3 at the Giants' 20.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to pass. Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Prime time, baby.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to number 3. Touchdown.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Giants 10. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 1st down, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kmet, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A give. This is Kamara. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Number 41, Alvin.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And maybe
road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin.